on Trovo, on Nemo TV, on Twitch, and any second on YouTube. So we're going to be playing the game Valleys and Villages, and I should have started the stream hours ago. Anyway, I've had a fantastic day, to be honest, to be frank, to be fair. I totally just do these videos, these streams, in just such a assuming that it just like it's I just don't, it's like it doesn't even matter if a new person clicks on and is like, oh well, don't like this, clicks off, and that it's like this is just an ongoing story of my life, of all the stuff that I talk about in the game and all this kind of stuff. I just add all these kind of bits in, and I mean, you know, the proper start would be to have it already and be like, okay, and this is what the stream's going to be about, and here are the ways that like what we're going to cover in the stream and whatnot. I mean, that is the best. That's the ideal, the best strategy for viewer retention and retaining viewers and all that kind of stuff. But and doing that, it is at the cost of. It is at the cost of being a bit more unique, a bit more original, and in a way, for example, I am. I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to put in any extra work. In this case, it's less work. It's just me being me, which is then, it's original, it's different, but it also is then just, yeah, less interesting for the average given viewer. So it's not an advisable strategy to maximize viewership. But since I figure that, well, yeah. It just, I mean, but then it's like, if I was getting lots of views, would it change my mind? And maybe it would, which is like, But it's sort of like, since it's a small audience, and welcome to the stream, Peg, welcome to the stream, Lynn, great to have you both here, Lynn on Trovo, and Lynn on YouTube, and Lynn on Twitch, there we go, there we go. I figured that since the audience is not huge, and that, then if they're happy to watch my content, like they'll you know, you're happy to watch it this way and the other way, and I don't know what I mean. What am I saying? Those of you who are still here and watch this are gonna watch the other content in that, but most people would then just not watch this and would just. And I do this all throughout the stream anyway, so it would just be like, I can get them at the start or whatnot. But anyway, I'm happy with how I do it. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I had a great day today. I went to a group and had some great discussions about. Well, no, actually, I didn't talk. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't talk much in the original group in that. So there was a lot of discussions about autism in that group and ableism and yeah. Different words that I had, well, a word, yeah, just, yeah, sort of, yeah, not commonplace words, and, yeah, I hadn't heard of ableism till Sia's film in 2020 November. That was the first time I'd actually heard of it. I told one of them that they looked like music. That was funny, because the character, that they were... well, they were like in shock, highly offended, because yeah. Anyway, it's a joke. So, but no, she actually does look like music. Anyway, where was I going with this? Yeah, so it was a good day, and then afterwards, then I went and chatted additionally to two of them, and had more discussions about autism. Lots of discussions about autism. My goodness. I mean, it's a good yeah. It's a strange topic of interest. Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like people that meet up for not for Alzheimer's disease and that, and it's just about the relevant topics and that. And so, I mean, I often find it hard to have conversations with people. I mean, I did that video about autism a while back, and do you live looking good? Boom, boom. I miss you lots of start. Welcome to the stream. There we go. Hitten Metaha. I saw your comment. I did. Well, I got banned, but I'm back now. But yeah, welcome to the stream. So, and Roger Chen, welcome. Welcome. I'm going to be playing the game. And I can get it up now, just so you can see it alongside me. Oh, there we go. Shipwreck Stage 1 complete. What do you mean, shipwreck? Shipwreck start. I didn't start no shipwreck. What was it talking about? Does it automatically go on if I do it like that? And like that? Can you see that? Oh, wait. And then if we get rid of this? Oh, no, I don't think it does it. Oh, here we go. Maybe it does. There we go, yeah. Okay, so it's like that. Boom. We'll display capture that. And then we'll log in, and then we'll get up the cheeky valleys and villages like so, and we'll go bam, and there you have it. We'll get them back in action. But yeah, anyway, it's an interesting topic of interest, because yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I find it hard to talk about. Yeah, I find it hard to find points of interest. It's very hard. It's a challenge, especially. And when there's three people, it's Sunday on church and that there was three of us, and I was like, what is a thing or two things or whatever. What is something that all of us have an interest in? And it was actually very hard to find, because I mean the thing is they totally exist. They totally exist. There's just so many things to talk about, but it's really difficult to find out what to talk about. What is something that you're interested in? So we came back to, oh, well, yeah, because sometimes like two of us, it's easier to find with two people, but then every additional person, it becomes really hard. Thus, you have a group of 4 people, often the conversation, there's just 1 or 2 of them are tuned out because it's not relevant to them. So it's really tricky to do it well. And anyway, but then if it's like, well, we're talking about autism, well, that's a relevant thing in that, and then I just keep it interesting because either I'm happily answering questions or I'm asking questions of things I'm actually interested in. So therefore, it's interesting for me, and it's interesting for them. So it's a win-win. So yeah, that's actually a good central... And then we can diverge from there and get on to other topics as well while we're at it. Elon Musk comes up a lot, ironically. Well, yeah, well, I mean, he came out with Asperger's syndrome on the SNL skit about 2 weeks ago and that, but he was mentioned. He's been mentioned a bit. Yeah. I happen to be a fan of Elon. But yeah, there's... yeah. Quite a few people that are not a fan of Elon. So, yeah, there we go. Good on Elon. Oh, yeah, man. Keep going, Elon. Oh, man, I think he's awesome. I think he's hilarious. Yeah, he's crack up, man. He's so much banter. I love banter. I love people with a sense of humor, and that is certainly something that Elon Musk has. That's not why, I mean, that's not, like, the sole reason in that, but it certainly gives, I mean, there's people that I entirely disagree with their views, but if they have a good sense of humor, it's like, that's awesome. Anyway, so, yeah, let's get back on track. So, yay, the time I used the time box to tell which platform to have the audio. Oh, good. Here we go. I'm glad the time, yeah, it's actually really helpful. I wish I'd done it earlier content, way earlier, because then I know exactly when I did it. So it's not like, oh, I would have released it on then, but when did I record it? When did I edit it? And did I record it all in the same section or not? But it's like, boom, you always see it, and then you can, of course, check the delay as to, like, you can literally check it because the seconds, 24, whatever, all around the world, the time zone, the seconds are the same, so you can check the delay through that, assuming it wasn't over a minute, and it's not. So yeah, it works really well for that, and then you can see when the content was recorded and things like that. So it said, yeah, there we go. I'd already guessed about Elon. Boom. Because yeah, that's right. Because one of the criticisms, well, this was of the people I was talking to, they said that he had self-diagnosed and wanted to cure autism and that. And so, but I was looking, and I was like, I don't find any source saying that he's self-diagnosed or it's not a legit diagnosis. I couldn't find anything saying that. However, I did find a comment that he made on Neuralink. This was just this afternoon I was checking it, because they mentioned it. It's come up like 2 or 3 times. I got to check this out and actually understand where they're coming from. That's annoying. Why is it? It's not quite clear. It's annoying when it does that. And that's not clear, is it? Anyway, but then I found that he mentioned the Neuralink in that and was finding a cure for... Well, a cure? I'm not sure if he said the word cure. But anyway, that fixing problems with autism and a couple of other things. That's where that came from. Yeah, so there's that. And... yeah. Autism Speaks comes up a lot. ABA therapy comes up a lot. Ableism comes up a lot. They're keywords that come up. And they mentioned housing as well. Because then, yeah, that's right. Then afterwards, what was the other thing that... I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go with it. Let's get on with it. So, I'm glad you enjoy the Hey There videos. And Rockula, welcome on Trovo. So, boom. Send it. Oh, we got 3 watching on Trovo. That's quite healthy, actually. That's real healthy. Hey, thank you, Rockula, for following the channel. Thanks. Boom. Thank you. There we go. We're at 166 followers now. What does that make it 167? It's rare to get a follow, so that's nice. So we'll go here. Oh, no. Boom. And boom. And because I titled this one 29th, even though yesterday's one was 27, so it looks like they're 2 days apart, but they're actually not 2 days apart. Boom. Yeah, so because I only had 4 hours sleep from 3 till 7. Got up, had Bible study, then went to bed from like 9:30 to 11:30, then got up. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, man, a lot of great discussions today. A lot of awesome discussions. A lot of awesome discussions. On Trovo, you can get a lot of money from top. Yeah, I know, Rockala. Unfortunately, I'm not in there, and I don't think I will be. We got 4 watching on that one. That's awesome on Trovo. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be getting on there. Originally, I had a partnership with a group called AMG, and yeah, and so there was as one point I was in the top 100 Trovo streamers, but that lead just absolutely evaporated. It was partly when I got banned from YouTube. Around there, then I stopped because I was streaming, yeah, around that time, and then I just missed, but that was a shame. That was a shame. I would love to be in the top 500 on Trovo, but unfortunately, I'm not. Yeah. Okay, let's get. I still love watching the hater video. I'm glad you still enjoyed them. Glad you still hitting, and yeah, thank you for letting me know that you enjoy them. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Boom. Okay, let's find the sunk ship. Oh, so they probably have upgraded that again. Show event. Oh, it's an event. I see. Ooh. Oh, you can just get that stuff for free. Oh, it takes 12 hours. That's still awesome. Okay, we're gonna definitely do that. We'll just clear out the. These are they just absolutely dominate and raid the. Oh, you know, I missed the. I think I missed that final one. Which was a real shame. Okay, so, they're so out of whack. Okay, first of all, good, you got that done? Awesome. Okay, let's get these guys back in action. And so we'll do that one next. Start researching once again. Boom. Oh, that's so inefficient right now. And then you can go there. You'll be done in 20 minutes. There. Oh, yep, that's got some more to do. 1 hour. You can go there. Nope, that's maxed out. What about upgrading another home? Nope, we need more coins, so it's going to be a negative. What are these things? Oh, these ones that we're going to be doing. Okay. Crust hit 42.7k. Who's crust? Oh yes, we can get those. Awesome. Do we have those blue ones left, or do we end up using them up? I mustn't use them up. I must have had the order. Oh well. We'll get these away. Then we can put a guy on apples. And then overnight we'll put them all on that other thing. Oh, and that guy's done there. So boom. Oh, always stuff to do. Always stuff to do. Boom. I'm going to max out soon. Claim our daily reward. In the next hour, I need to play some Clash Quest. Okay, these ones. We're almost going to max out on these as well. Oh, now we can do these. That looks a lot more complicated. We're so close to maxing these out. I kind of want to max those out. Oh, then I can't do the fish. Rookie mistake. Can we do the wheat yet? Nope. Fish. Oh, yeah, we definitely should have done that. Oh, well. And then that. Oh, we can collect some more of those. Still not. We still need, we need more room for the bread. That's on its way. I still need to visit the other hood to check if they've completed it yet. Still slightly ahead in technology. And that's right, I was going to do one of these tasks. Oh, the fast getting used up. Oh, yeah, like one of these, and then just have 3 of the guys going non-stop on it. What have we got for free? Oh, that's a lot of eggs! My goodness. Okay, let's put that guy, let's get him working on something as well. Is that full? Yep, that's full. You're working on that. Those items are all full. We can't afford to upgrade. Oh, actually, if we do this, we probably can. So if we do that. Bam. Okay, now we can upgrade this. And we can put him on that. Awesome. And we can even put another guy on another one. Oh, and we can do the wheat. That's really good. It's sort of inefficient because I was waiting to do the stream and then there's just all these things that max out, but I should just be playing it anyway. Same with Clash Quest. Oh. Oh. Okay, so we finally hit the maximum of that. Okay, let's come over here and let's get 4 of that, 0 of that. So let's use some of that. We have to get the raspberries going again. So the moss. We will have hit maximum. Well, that's more moss as well. So... Whoa, we really have hit the max on that. Okay, we'll finally go make some potions for the first time. Oh, that will then free that one up. Okay. So, research is the one we really want. Oh, that doesn't use the moss, though. That's really annoying. And how long are we off researching the next ones? Oh, that's clay diggers. Oh, we're miles off. They're way out here. Okay. Gotta start using up that moss. Clay diggers one. So we definitely want to do 2-star ones. Oh, so neither of them, that doesn't... So we only have farmers or woodcutters? Oh, that uses 3. Whoa. Speeds that up a lot. Because these would be the best ones, I reckon. Farmers and woodcutters. Looks miles off. Say we make... Oh, we can only do like... Oh, using them for the very first time ever. It's like, oh, we're using them up. So then we can finally do that. Awesome. Which then we can collect the wheat. And then we'll be able to start making wheat overnight again, which is great. And then the final one is them. Couple more moss. Boom. Thank you very much. Epic. Okay, that's good. The meat will go down, but we want that to go down because... Okay, so we're starting to lose rock, so we're going to swap him onto rock. And then we can start using... Oh, yeah. Then we'll slowly start using up all these eggs, because we have to use up all them. And then at 23, that is a huge amount. Okay, so we finally got them back in action, which is good. Oh, really? That's super annoying. Yeah, because I can't make these things. Although they haven't been in high demand, but because of the bread, it's real. I can't... Can I cancel? I'm going to cancel. Okay. And that's an action. So sugar, yeah, both of them are capped out. Okay. So I think that's basically everything in action. 20 minutes, that will be healthy. Because that will be done. Awesome. Okay. Falcon Gamer, welcome to the stream. And Brawl Star Lover, welcome to the stream. It's Van, welcome to the stream. It's called Valleys and Villages. Okay. So this event, is it? Oh, there's heaps of them. Oh, it's not much of a reward, actually. Don't want the other ones to take it. Okay, let's start doing some more Excel collections. So we're going, connections, collections, corrections, calculations. Okay, so we'll just do it based on the most efficient way to buy gems. Yeah, we'll just do it. So basically what we did with the Clash Quest the other day. So this is just the image that we'll be looking at. In fact, I can smile for it. Oh, you know, I know what I can do. And then I won't have to look at the iPad. Not that the smiling actually had anything to do with it, but anyway, we'll do that. So, welcome everyone new to the stream. Go to here, and we're going to start a new sheet. Boom. We don't actually, that's excessively big. Crop. Oh yeah, it's made it too big. Boom. Scrap pop pop. Should almost use the exact same. I could literally just copy the thing from the Clash Quest one. Oh, we should be okay to figure it out. So this is the boom boom. So there is the amount of gems. And then there's the price. $500. Oh, you know, because that was converting, wasn't it? That was doing a double conversion based at the different rates. Whereas in this here, you don't have to do that. The price. So the cheapest one's $3.49. So yeah, it's got a bit of bounce to it. Like, it's not super cheap compared to some of them. Well, it's cheap enough. Yeah, that one's looking a lot healthier. Okay, so we've got that, and then we go. So we're basically, this one's super easy to calculate. Dividing the amount by the price. Is that correct? 51 per dollar. That is correct. Then we go do. And then we go scrap. So it should go up. Perfect. Just like that. Conditional formatting, color scale, bam. There you have it. So, per dollar, if you buy the deal that's $80, in fact, I'll swap those two around. I think there's a quick way to swap around, but anyway. Then you save. Then you get 80. Then you get 77 times. So you get, for every dollar you spend. So if you spent $90, if you bought that deal, then you would get 77 gems worth for that. And say it right, SuperSight. Say it right. If you bought the $80 package, for every dollar you would be getting 77.79 gems. If you bought the $3.49 package, you would only be getting 51.58 gems. In fact, I'll drop it down one more. There we go. So just so it's even nicer, but still a little bit more precise. Okay, and so yeah, that's clearly the more efficient one. So that's horribly inefficient. That's very efficient. And then you've got in the middle here. This is still 7, so this is closer to this than it is to this. So yeah, as long as you don't want to buy that one or that one. Even that is a 10 leap in that, which is significantly higher. So just don't buy the bottom two. They're really inefficient. This one here is it's much more efficient than that one. It's still not nearly as efficient as you could be. I mean, to be fair, you wouldn't need to buy this one. that you wouldn't need to buy the $89 one. That one there is still very efficient, and it's not ridiculously expensive. Like, this is pretty close to this, so yeah, it just, whatever you do, don't buy the bottom two. That's like the main thing, don't buy the bottom two. So if you do buy, then you can buy the $17 one. $17, it's a good amount of dollars. But if you're going to spend 17, you might as well spend 34, and then you get it super efficient. And then, but if you're going to play it over a long period of time, you could just buy this one. But don't then buy more, just buy that, and then that can be your spending for the year. And then if we go equal that divided by that, bam, you get 1.5 times as many gems if you do it that way. In fact, I know what we can do. We can go like that, so do that, and then we'll dollars this one here. Yeah, dollars, and then we can calculate it through. That's gone offline. That's okay. Like that. Yeah, there we go. So that's 8% better. That's 26% better. That's 34% better. That's 44% better. That's 55% better. And that one should just be 1. And so, in fact, I could just convert that to percentage. Bam. There we go. So it's 151 times better to do it that way. So it's worth it. It's worth it. And yeah, these ones here also. But anyway, that's just a brief. So gems per dollar. These are New Zealand dollars price. NZD. And yeah. Unless the alternative way I could have that is 100%. So if that was, so that equals, so that's, because that's doing that divided by that. Equals that divided by G3. Which one do I put the dollars on? The top one or the bottom one? The second one is dollars. Boom, boom. Will that work? Yeah, so it's inefficiency. Yeah, that's quite cool actually. Percent, bam. There we go. So if that's 100% efficiency, that's 96%, 89%, 83%, 72%, 66%. So third less efficient, 50% more efficient. That's the healthy one to go for. Okay, so I'll post that actually. I will go back here, and that's our work here is done. I will then go to the server. General. I'll do that. Bam. Go value of gem deals as at 29 May 2021, 2:15 AM NZST, and we will refresh that. Bam, reload game, and then the 20 minutes is going to have that thing. What else are we going to do? What am I going to do? And that's not cutting out. That's quite nice. That's not cutting out. Do that, do that, do this. Boom. Chart like that for Heyday has saved me a bundle of real money. It's good. I'm glad. I do it showing the cost per gem. Yeah, $17. Boom. Yeah, cost per gem is my favorite way to do it. Oh, no, no. Oh, yeah, no. Actually, I do gems per dollar. Yeah. Okie doke. Now I can use up all these eggs. Eggs! Will eventually stop me. Boom. So then he'll be done, because then we'll just... Oh, no, that's starting to max out as well now. Because we'll put 2 of them on this if they haven't been taken already. Just, it's not much, is it? It's not much, but it's honest work. And then we still can put, we can put 1 of them, oh, we can't put them on sugar. Put 1 on wheat. So they were those deals. Coins. And there's only the one way to convert them. Yeah, how many potions you... That is, yeah, it doesn't look very efficient. There's a decos. Couldn't care less. Bamboo does look cool. So that's that. So we can just do it based on then how many coins would get. Or nectar. Or knowledge points, which is time saved. So yeah, they have 3 valid things we can calculate now. So 1,000 for 60. 200 minutes for 120. So you can effectively buy yourself time. I used up some real yesterday. And it's again old, very nicely done. Well played, well played. Boom. That, and then that. Okay, so... Coins. 1,000. For 60 gems. And then there's 200 knowledge points 200 times for 120 gems. And nectar, which you can only buy, so you could only buy, and then offers sample. Oh, offers will replenish daily, but so it'd take you ages to buy it all. But nectar times 40, nectar times 40. I think that's the best way to do it because it's so much cheaper. And that makes that annoying. What's a... Scrolls. Scrolls. Gems. Okay, that's not too thick. If you get real thick, it just looks bad. Okay, so this is at this rate. Oh, wait, no. How many is it assuming you would get? Oh, no, so we'll assume that you get... Oh, what will we assume? We could do... Oh, because we could do total coins per deal. Or we could do it at the efficiency rate of the... We can do it at the top rate. No, but then that's not... Well, let's just do this one, because we're going to do that regardless, like that. So, equals 7,000 gems divided by 60 gems, which would be 180, 116, times 100. Or we could, because we could make that... We could Excel square that, so we could have coins. We could have 100 and 1,000 in a square, and then actually no, I hate it when you can't like exit it. It's like trying to cancel. Okay, Yes, we move them across. So coins, amount, 1,000, 200, 40. Oh, that's 40. Costs 20. It's just easier to sort of keep track of everything that's going on the screen. Let's go coins. Oh no, but then you sort of, yeah, I think we'll still do it like that, but it just... For 20 gems. Okay. So this, here we go, equals that divided by that times that. Boom. So that would give you 116,000 coins. That's like kind of a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. And then those deals would then give you less. So that'd be like, oh, what? Why does that value not work? Oh, because it's not keeping that. Yeah, so we have to dollars them. What? There's a shortcut for this, and I'm not sure what it is. Oh no, that's the wrong one. We don't want to. Dollars. There we go. 3,000 coins at that rate. But let's assume that it's 7. Then what are we assuming the rate is then? Unless we make it more complicated by dividing by this. Because then we can do coins per, I guess, yeah, I guess we can just do another. So then we'll just leave that like that, and so we won't do it by the 7,000, but then we can do equals that divided by that. Nope, the other way around. It's dollars divided by coins, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Do. How many coins? I'll do one like that. Yeah, there's all the extra coins. It'll be this. It should be the same rate. So we'll color coordinate that. It will be, because if we go equals that slash that, it should be 1.51. Yes. Okay. Boom. Okay, so that, yeah, you get much more, 1,000 coins per. Because yeah, the other one, as you saw, Lynn, I find it too. Not sure if it's that way. No, it's the other way. I find it too hard to sort of. It's hard to deal with if it's less than. So that's how many dollars it is per coin. So in that case, it would be. So $1, it'd be like 1/10 of a cent if we go 1 divided by equals 1 divided by that. So I want a fraction. It's not 1. $1/10. Oh, so I guess it's 1/800th of a dollar. Oh, and then divide that by that because there's cents. So it's 1/8 of a cent. That's about the rate I get paid for YouTube videos. So for every video I might make that much money. Is that right? Yeah, because I need 8 views to get 1 cent. Yeah, so that's about the rate. So the rate at which you pay for coins is the dollar. The amount it costs per coin is like every coin represents a cent. No. That's how much it costs for 1 cent. For 1 cent. So to get 10... No, to get 1 cent... No. Yeah, to get 1 cent, it costs... Oh, is that right, though? Yeah, to get 1 cent, it costs 8. That is dollars per... Yeah, dollars per... Yeah, that's dollars per coin. And then we assume that 8.5 equals a cent. Oh no, I'm lost in my mind. 8.5 cents... 8.5 equals 8.5 what? If you got that 8 times, we'd have 8 cents. You'd have 8 coins. Oh yeah, so each coin, that's right, each coin represents a view. So every 8 coins I get 1 cent in real life. So yeah, and then it costs, and then so yeah, if you bought that 8 times, that's how much it costs per view. And so then if you get 8 views, then I get a cent. That was the old rate. That was from a while back. I don't know what it is now. That was like 2017, yeah. But yeah, so you need 8.5 times. So that's an eighth of a cent. An eighth of a cent per coin in the game. Which I find, and the thing is, you can just get a few hundred anyway. So I find it so minusculely hard to calculate, hence I do the other way, which is coins per dollar. No, my iPad turned off. I see, it's two tiny numbers. In some cases it's fine, but with coins it's definitely not fine, in my view. 8 game coins for 1 real cent. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. That's yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Cause yeah, if we do it by... Yeah, so that was an example of doing it like that. But if we swap it to... gems. Okay, there we go. So that would make it $1 cent. So that would make it 2 cents per gem. So that's the dollar. So that's more understandable, but still it's a bit... Oh no, I guess that would be less. Yeah, so it's 2 cents per gem. Okay, so that was calculating that. Scrolls. So we go like copy, paste. But boom. Boom. And that shouldn't be 100%. What should that be? It should be that. What does that mean? 6. 6 what? Oh. Oh, really testing my brain now. My goodness. Oh no, that's divided by amount of gems. $300 scrolls, that makes sense. Per that amount of money. Yeah, okay, we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. And then that gets that. Why that number looks familiar? Ah, so it's divided by 10 because that's... Because... Oh, where's that from? Oh yeah, because PewDiePie, that's right. Okay, so that's divided by... So somehow mathematically, yeah, that's 5 times that, and then that's half of that, so that equals 10. So that's a tenth. Okay, there we go. So that's how many scrolls you get. So that's how many minutes you'd save. But instead it is... divided by that? Is that correct? The gems divided by the price. Divided by the price. 86 scrolls per dollar. Yep. Yeah, there we go. That's the pattern is correct. And I'm also going to do a third calculation of that one, which is... because that's 86. Oh, so that's minutes. Oh, it's kind of... you don't even need to... because the scroll is equivalent to a minute. So you'd save... one... that's a lot of minutes. How many days worth? Because you could go equal... because you could divide this by 60. Why did that do that? Oh. Divided by 60 is hours. So it'd save you 5 hours all the way up to saving you 144 hours. That's not actually that long. Hours saved. Days saved. That is not that long. And then that, so divided by that, and then we can do equals that slash 24. Nope. That slash 24. So, there are, 8 days. That's a lot of time. 8 days worth of researching. But it's also not a lot. That's 1 week. $90 to save 1 week worth of research. That's really not worth it. I can see why you could make the case that it's worth it. It's like, well, 8 days is a lot. It's like, yeah, but it's like $10 a day, basically. $10 per day worth of... Yes, it's like $10 for for 24 hours worth of time saved. That's for one element of the game. Not everything progresses at that rate. It's one thing. That's solely research. So that's real expensive. So to speed up 8 days worth of research, you need to pay $90. Sounds a bit expensive to me. Okay, there we go. And then we go... Use my brain again rather than just double clicking and figuring out what it was. So we want to figure out... What are we trying to figure out again? I need to really write what it is that I'm calculating. That's how many dollars. How many you'd get at that rate. Okay, so we go equals. And we'll go... You get 40 of that for 20 gems. Oh, this be testing my brain. This be testing my brain. This be testing my brain. So what are we trying to calculate? This amount of coins you'd get for that much money. And so in this case, the amount of nectar you'd get for that much money. Now the amount of nectar you'd get, you need to divide that by the amount of gems times it by that. That seems legit. So that, which stays the same, divided by... Nope, it's the other way, isn't it? It is the other way. So we'll go like that, divided by that, times by that, should equal the amount of nectar we get. Like that. That's seeming very legit. The purple is, yep, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Like that, boom. Whoa! That's a lot of nectar. And that was literally why I was actually going to buy this package, and maybe I still will. And so then you'd get, that's a hang of a lot of nectar. That's so much nectar, because that's the amount of minutes you get to speed up. So this here, this is, how many times more minutes do you get to speed up? Because it's the whole village speeds up for that long, versus this here, this scrolls nonsense. Because is that almost 1 million? Flip, that's a lot of nectar. You can only buy X amount per day, but that's a heap of nectar. Is that even correct? Oh, it's not. Ah, no. Oh, that's sad. Oh, because I didn't do the dollars on that. Okay, I was like, that's crazy. So how many? There's like millions. And then, yeah, and then it's like, there's a reason why it's so... Yeah, okay, 14,000. That's not that good, actually. Ah, 14,000. 14,000 minutes versus how much is this? 11,000 minutes. But this speeds up the entire village for that long. Whereas that's just solely speeding up, like just saving one person a task. So that's way more efficient. It's not only more, but you get to cover all of them. So that there is... This is like the numbers that you see, like you get 14,000 gems in Clash of Clans. It's like a plot twist backwards. And then for the rate of that, we just go equals that divided by... So we're trying to figure out this time gems per dollar. So nectar per dollar. The rate. Is that right? So that's simple? ABC is easy. Do 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 do. That seems very right. And color scale that. Bam. That seems spot on. Spot on indeed. So 155 nectar. And yes, it's the exact same rate. It's just showing all that information. Do I? No, I was thinking, do I wrap up the stream and do the other one? Because I need to do my attack. Or do I just whip out the attack during this stream? And I think that is the option. I wanted to do a Clash Quest stream, but things have got late. They really have, and that's really annoying. But that is reality. Because how long have we got to attack? Oh, we got an hour and 7 minutes. Okay, in that case, we will do a Clash Quest stream. I thought I only had... Why is it an hour and 7 minutes? That's a random time. I thought I had till 3, but no, I don't. In that case, we'll continue. But anyway, so that's the gem calculations done. Bam. There we go. I hope you're watching closely. I'm going to quiz you on... Nah, I'm not. Okay, so... Oh, that, not much chat since then. Coins per dollar is better. That instant math is cool. I'd be calculating each one individual. I should learn Excel. It's handy. It does save time. And then there'd be ways that if you're a programmer, you could save even more time. So it's like steps. My brain processes it faster when the music is turned off. I never did schoolwork as well with music. Interesting. Only worth it if somebody is leaderboard pushing. No, I disagree. Because actually when I was just today when someone said something and then all three of us laughed and then the person's like, why did you laugh? And then I explained and then they considered it a justified laugh, so therefore it was like, okay. Yeah. Boom and boom. Okay, there we go. Quiz. No, I'm not doing quiz. No, it's still worth it if people are not leaderboard pushing. Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant as in it's only relevant knowing the calculations for your leaderboard pushing. Like, no, because people are gonna buy it. People are gonna buy these deals no matter what, so they might as well buy an effective one. No, that's also still true. But as in buying it to progress, then no, I would say no, because then you say if the leaderboard pushing, then I'd say no, that's not necessarily. No, there you go. I mean, okay, yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. Because then I thought, well, the only leaderboard pushing, it's like, well, then if people were spending money, they might as well spend it on a way that will progress them furthest in the game, which would be spending it on the nectar, I think. And yeah, so then it still would be relevant, even though technically if you weren't leaderboard pushing, there wouldn't be a need to buy stuff in this game. But yeah, okay. So so you're done. Oh, are we out of? Okay, there we go. Let's go. Let's absolutely cash them in. Let's absolutely oh, that's done. Awesome. Okay, so let's go like this. Just because I need to use them up. Can I push past it? No. Okay, and now we can collect the 23 eggs for free. Wow. And it still fills it up. Boom. Okay, so yes, we get that. Boom, which pushes us one more towards getting that. We can now steal more coins that I'll probably never have. Okay, so now we will one day get up to that many. Let's go put one of them on the task, because I'm going to technically wrapping up this stream a little bit, kind of. Just in terms of what tasks they have to do. I really should put Liam back on the food thing. Oh, he doesn't need to be on the food thing quite yet. So, we've got one of them on building, which is good. So we're going to put one of them on clay, just until we figure out... Well, you go on clay, just until we figure out... So you're on clay, you're on rock, which is only going to last 20 minutes anyway. The other one we could start on their task. Well, if we're doing 12 hours yeah, we'll start the other one on their task. Shipwreck. And we'll plonk you. This guy. Her. Boom. Okay, so you are doing that. They were probably waiting for the next boat to come in and just absolutely... Like, because it came in last night and it was like, it's coming in 30 minutes or whatnot, and I was like, oh. I was just going to sleep and I'm like, I really don't want to just get up now to do it. And then I just woke up and then it was just all gone. Another ASMR sound. I missed it. Oh wow, that was quick. Probably a storage limit on them. Boom. So put another one on that for an hour. They've still got 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Oh, that's enough soup. Okay. And then we'll switch Liam onto that, and then it will boost that up again. Yeah, okay, we've done a lot of the calculations. I think then it'd be better to start. Oh, but then it'd be better to wait that 20 minutes, wouldn't it? Then do the Clash Quest stream. Not for long, Clash Quest stream. It's probably not going to get to bed till 5. Got Minecraft with someone at 1 PM. But that'll be fine, because I can do it from home. So, what have we've done a lot of calculations. Special ones. Oh yeah, how long could we hire? Oh, that lasts 2 days, wow. And we can go calculate good old Francis. Is that Francis' name? Franz. Okay, there we go. Boom. So, there we got cheeky wee friends. So, days. You could just do days, basically. So we got friends, the fixer. So I originally thought it meant that he boosts everyone else's skills by 50%, but then is that everyone's skills, or he's just got all of them as 50%? And the gemsies cost that much. So, but this only comes out of that, so it's just the different rates. I mean, this is all kind of pointless. Basically, like, we can just do that. Let's just be real. Let's just be real here. Let's just be real. That's all that matters. Because, yeah, oh, yeah, go back. Because it's only going to be buying this, so all this doesn't really matter. This is only if you buy at inefficient rates, which you shouldn't be doing. Definitely not these. But these ones, these two don't do it at all. These ones here, they're acceptable, but there's better options out there. And then these two are both fine options. I mean, this one's marginally better. Not a big not a huge. We can calculate the percentage. And if you then only spend 35 instead of 90, then that's a big difference in money. Oh, that's so negligible. Okay, 5% more efficient. 4.7% more efficient. That's not huge. Okay, so basically 200. But it lasts 2 days. So equals... Oh, that wouldn't even get him for a day. It's a bit pathetic, isn't it? Oh no, but that lasts him 2 days. So then we times that by 2. Or times 40 nectar. We'll just do times that. So we then dollars in the 14. Dollars in the 14, and then times that by that, which is also dollared in. I really should just Google that shortcut. So 1.8 days you get them. Although you couldn't technically buy them with that first one. 70 days! Wow, that's a lot of time. So, yeah, if you're going through that, and then the nectar, of which you can only buy, how much is it per day? 5 times, 200 a day. Which would cost, so if you bought that 5 times, you'd be using 100 of those gems per day. On the other one, exactly 100 per day as well, because it's that per 2 days. So 200, so that he lasts 70 days. So yeah, 35 days. So that there, if you bought that deal, and so you'd hire him 15 times. 15 times. So that should equal half of that. Is that correct? Equals 200 times 15. 3,000 gems out of... Oh, that's out of 7,000. Why is that not exactly on par? 15 times. Because if he's costing 100 per day, 70 days... then they should be able to go... Oh, is that exactly 70 though? Yeah. So, because then they should be able to go... So if it's 100 per day, and then you're using 100 per day on all the nectar, and that's how long he would go for if you just had him going. So then you'd have him going for half that time, which is 35 days. Oh, so then it would be a half, wouldn't it? It would be point something. So then, because it'd equal 3,500 divided by... Divided by what? What are we trying to calculate? So then it would come back 100, come back at that. How many times we would hire him? But it's at 200 gems. 17.5 times would hire him. So he would last a total of... Yeah, it puts it to the top. I'm not buying that wheat. It would then... So 17.5 times, which would then last him a total of 35 days. Yeah, so if you bought that package of $90, $89.99, that would last you 35 days of permanently having France the Fixer hired, and also you would get Doghouse. You would get 200 minutes worth of villager boost per day. So either you can have 200 minutes of villager boost, or you can have France the Fit. So then you could have 70 days, so you could have 2 months, you could have 10 weeks worth of Franz the Fixer. Is that correct? 10 weeks? 7 days. Which, yeah, is like 2.5. Or you could have 10 days, or 10 weeks of... Oh, yeah, it is exactly 10 weeks. So then 5 weeks. Then 17.5 divided by 7. Oh, no, 17 times 2 would... Maths. 17, because yeah, then it's 17.5 times 2. 70 days is a week. So, I mean 10 weeks. So if you hide them for that long, would be equals that times 2. Yeah, no, then divided by 7 should equal 5. Yes. Okay, so you could have them for 5 weeks. 5 weeks. So you could either have Franz the Fitzer for 5 weeks and Nectar for, and which was 200 minutes worth. So it was 200 minutes worth of boost divided by 60. So you'd have 3 hours a day worth of boost plus Franz the Fixer. Or you could have, so you'd have 10 weeks of just boost of 3.3 hours a day of boost, so 200 minutes of boost a day for 10 weeks. Or you could have 10 weeks of Franz the Fixer for that long, which is also a good option as well. Or you could have them for 5 weeks each. So they would last you a total of 10 weeks, which you could use them up. And I think that is the best way. The knowledge thing, that doesn't seem worth it at all. Because that's literally $90, and you only save 8 days worth of just researching. Which, I mean, that is the cap in the long run. But 8 days worth of, if you literally just play the game for 8 extra days, versus you can just save yourself $90. So that's... I mean, but then if you see, you could do the same thing and say, well, if you paid for 8 extra days, you would you then save $90 worth? Oh, no, I don't think you get that much progress, because I think that would get you over 8 days worth of progress if you spent it on Nectar and Franz the Fixer over the course of 10 weeks. Oh, yeah, because that's assuming it was worth more that, so it is worth more. But, yeah, so I would personally, buying the stuff that way is extremely inefficient. I think. I haven't actually calculated it. I should really calculate it. Well, I could figure out how many gems the value in different things based on the prices that they're charging for them. They're not nice calculations, though. They're point calculations. Although in that case, it's 1 gem per 3 wheat. Oh yeah, you could probably then calculate it, because in Heyday there was like ways that you could buy it, and it would be cheaper than buying it in other forms. But in my view, the best way to spend gems is... So if you've bought the gems, then not on pets, not on decorations, or today's selection of decorations, or on outfits. I mean, you go ahead if that's your preference, for sure. Not on potions, I don't think that would be worth it. And I would say, yeah, the best, most efficient way would be the Franz the Fixer, or the Nectar. Not sure which. But yeah, I mean, because I can't really compare... I could mathematically somehow compare efficiency rates between all of these things and how much time you'd save. And so, because then the argument I would say is, well, just if you buy the $90 package, you might as well just be using both the Nectar and the Franz Fixer, because they won't be exactly equally efficient, but they're both leaders. But it would be hard to tell. Like, if, for example, Nectar's at 100%, does that mean that Franz Fixer would be at 98%, or would he be down at 70%, and then knowledge points down at, like, 30% or whatnot? I'm not sure on the exact rates of that. But Nectar and Hira Worker are both valid ways. Because, yeah, 50% skill is a lot. I still think the Nectar would actually come out on top. I think. Because that's the whole village, all 6 of them. I think it doubles their speed, which is way better than Franz Fixer. So yeah, I think ultimately the Nectar is the best way. I don't think it used to... I think it used to cost more. I think the Nectar is the best, most efficient way to spend it, because that's a lot of boost. Okay, there we go. That's the... Yeah, that's the... I'm tired. Do I really want to do a Clash Quest stream after this? No, not really. Well, I want to do... I should have just started way earlier. Boom. Okay, so that's then the, like, 11... Oh, then that's when the soup runs out. Oh, and then how many eggs do we have? 37, so... I mean, we might as well use them up. Boom. Boom. Or Hayday's max diamond package at 30% gives me Tom for months. I'd have to calculate it. Yeah, but he can only come every 2 hours and nothing. Because then you'd say, well, you do times that you could figure out the amount of coins you got per. Because I don't know how many he gets. If it's like 10,000 per run or whatnot, and if you got him, and then 2 hours a day, then there's the sleep. So and I mean, pardon me, most people would have a good 6 or 8 hours sleep. So then you miss out on at least 2 of the efficiency runs. But yeah, so most of the time he's inactive. I mean, it's a lot of coins for when he is active, but yeah, whereas this here would be working 24/7. Assuming that you were moving stuff on that, which maybe you'd have to move them more than every 2 hours. No, but if Ryan's the fixer though, if you put him on a 12-hour task, then you wouldn't have to be moving him all the time. Pushing that button that fast shivers my soul. Oh, hey, it's months. So yeah, that's why I'd say that's for months, because he's only being used a little bit each time. Could calculate it and not count my missed times. Because yeah, that would be a maximum of 10 weeks if you were boosting it and using up all the nectar straight away. And then nectar's the cheapest way. Oh no, they actually equal nectar and friends the fixer, because the other ones cost. They not only cost more. Well, you can buy the same amount, and since they cost more, then it would use up way more gems. Like the knowledge points would use up 6 times more gems. So the knowledge points, you'd be out in 8 days, $90 in 8 days worth. That's so little time saved. Yeah, the nectar's hard to calculate because it's 3-hour boost for all the workers. And it's assuming it's 200% efficiency. I could then calculate. The gold is, yeah, the gold's, I don't know, it's a bit harder to calculate. The nectar, yeah, so, because that would be, it depends on how many workers you have as to how valuable that is. Because the more workers you have, the more valuable it is. Whereas the coins is fixed. And the knowledge points is fixed. But the nectar is for every extra. So if you had 10 workers all going at 30% speed, that's a lot of bonus for 3 hours a day. It's not that long a day though. It's not a high percentage of the day. 3 hours a day. That's assuming you use all 200 every day. Percentage. 30% for like 10 workers. That's a lot of extra production though. For 3 hours. Now, actually, I'm going to try and calculate it. So complex. Yeah, it booster at times, yeah. Just going to try and calculate. Assuming you had 10 workers, which is the top amount. So, if you had 10 maybe it's 9. Oh, we can do it with the 5 workers and 10 workers. We can do it with all the amounts of workers. So, you have... Should we do it in percentages or not? So, because we have the 200 minutes worth divided by 60. So 3 hours a day, and that's boosting. This is assuming it boosts them 200%, which I'm not sure if it does. Because then we can calculate the average percentage boost. And so if it was a 200% boost, that would then be saving you a day worth of the game. So then if it exceeded 8 days, but it won't be 200% boost, but it will be over the course of 70 days worth of boost, which I think would pass the saving the time on that other thing. Is that even? But then that's a small percentage of everything you need to do, so it's not even. That would assume that's everything is that, but it's not. Yeah. Anyway, we'll still try to calculate this. So, regardless of that. So, do we assume 100% efficiency? Yeah, okay, so we assume that, so 100% efficiency for the rest of the day. Okay, so we go equals that, no, 24 minus that. So 100% efficiency. Oh, but how do you then weight that? 100% efficiency. Alright, let's just assume one worker. One worker. Times that. Yeah, okay. So for that percentage of the day. Oh, that equals that. Okay, there we go. So that is 100%. So that's just 100% efficiency like normal. Now that is at 200% efficiency. You don't know. Okay, that's easy because I was thinking, oh, is it 30% efficiency? And it's like, no. So then we go equals that times that. Is that how you would even calculate it? And then equals. Yeah, no, I think that actually is a valid way of calculating it. That times that. So the majority is still done in that time. And then, yeah, and then we go equal. Yeah, okay, there we go, total. And so we'll go, so that equals that plus that. That plus that. Oops, no. Yes. 24 hours. That doesn't really help. So then we go equals that plus that. So they'd get a total hours worth of done. Versus the normal, which would be 24 hours times that. So, there we go, so that there is that. And we should really drop those down. It's not necessary to have it that high. Versus the normal, which would be 24 hours times, and so we have 100, and then we have equals that times that. Boom. So because of those 3 hours, we get an extra, and so the extra percentage boost equals that, oh, that divided by that? We'll just try that way. It's the other way. Boom. So compared to a normal day, it's 13% faster. 13% boost in productivity. So one guy, that's his boost. 114%, and which would be true for all of them. So the whole village would get 114% boost. Oh no, but does that even then matter how many guys you have? Because it also assumes that you just, as long as you're maxing the capacity's village. So 114% boost per day as a result. So rather than producing 100 coins per day, it would produce 114 per day because of that nectar boost, assuming it's a 200% boost. So 14% increase for your village's productivity. And then, because then I'm not sure then how do you, because then is that times 70? Then what does that mean if you just, because wouldn't it be then equals that minus 1? 14%. And then that equals that 70. And then over the course of times that percentage on that, 9,000%. I think, and then the other one, which we're assuming then saves you 8 days, equals that. Well, it just equals that, and then percentage it. I think that's correct. And thus then, and so then that then, but that is only for a sole area, and so this here is in that area. Oh no, yeah, no. Plus every other area, does that count it? Because then that saves that much. That's that much percentage of time. Yeah, no, because that'd be correct, because it's better to, so it's way better, because it would be better to be doing 14% over the course of let's say 100 days, over the course of 70 days, 14% better every day, then 100% efficiency for just 8.1 days. Oh no, there'd be infinite. There'd be infinite. Oh, is that how it works? Because you could do it in terms of progress. So you get 810 bits of progress done as a cost of that. Whereas that one there, you'll get 972 bits of progress done. So, and the thing is, that one, I think this is correct, that is literally solely for doing the research. Whereas the 972% is for the entire village. So it's way more efficient. Way more efficient. Because even just for, literally just for, divided by that, it literally, is that exactly that? Yo, somehow mathematically, that's a strain. It's mathematically sometimes when stuff like that happens, I'm like, what? That's strange. And that because that includes for this. That's really strange. When it then somehow mathematically equals the same. That almost makes me feel like I'm more likely to have done something right. But I don't think it does me now. Anyway, so that's 100. So that's 20% better. 20% better to do it. Was it 120% better? No, we're dividing 9.7 by that. Yeah, so 20% better to do it. 20% better to do it. But then would we divide it by 1 maybe? No. What? That is nothing. Divide by 100 maybe. Oh, what? What? Divide by 10? 12? What? No. How does it go? Oh no, that's not what it's. 20%. I don't know. Divided by 120. No. Anyway, the point is, it's 20% better. Oh no, I want to figure out how to do that. If that's something that's 120, how do you get rid of the 100 bit? But keep the 20 and not make it 12. So wipe off the 0 that's divided by 100, but we're not wanting to do that. Would have to be a divided by, would it? Times by 1 will give the exact same answer. Times by 0.1, that will just divide it again. How do we get rid of that mathematically and keep it at 20%? Problem solving. Now if we do it the other way, then it will be in the negative version. So we've just done that. If we made it a number. No, but that doesn't solve our problem. I'm just going to do, so if you have 1, and then you have 1.2, go equal that divided by that. No, it's the other way. Oh. Boom and boom. 120. Put a percentage becomes 120%. Minus. You can't just minus 100%. Maybe you can. Minus what? Minus 1? Hey, let's go. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's so satisfying. So there we go. So 20% better. So it's 20%, and it's solely just for the progress regarding the research would be 20% better to still get Fritz, even if you just use, if he was the only boost he was used for. Oh no. No, it's got nothing to do with Fritz. This is to do with the nectar. This is to do with the nectar versus. This is to do with the nectar. Yeah, this is to do with the nectar versus. Yeah, so the nectar. The nectar. Even if you only use the nectar, literally the only benefit it gave was for the research. It would still be better to just go for the nectar versus the day save. The thing is, the day saved is instant, so that maybe that's their reasoning. They're like, well, with the nectar you have to proactively change them around. Although it's normally just stays there 24 hours anyway. But that's insanely bad value to buy the scrolls. Insanely. Insane. It's like a Morg's title. Okay, so have I titled any of my videos insane? I'm not sure. Probably have actually. Because so that's that. Assuming this is all correct. I don't even know if it is. And then Franz the Fixer. How will we calculate his validity? Well, what does he do? 50%. He's one guy. So it's like an extra dude. Oh, and then it could depend, yeah, because then if you have just one dude on your farm, then percentage-wise, the increase is massive because you get one extra dude. So then you've had a 200% increase to your village, and then it's an even faster rate than what you have. So that's whereas if you had 10 troops already, then suddenly the percentage increase is just 10%. Is that correct value? But it independently still add value to your... Oh, because then should I even be working in percentages? Well, if you had the one dude, then that would be the only dude, so that would just be 20% better. So then there you might say, well, I just want to instantly buy it anyway. But the more dudes you have, the more benefit. But then how would it prove that? No, but that's just saying that it's 970% better than whatever you have. So it doesn't care about how many guys there are. But with Friends the Fixer, but why is that relying on? How does that independently not account on how many workers there are? It's just doing it based on a given worker. But one given worker, isn't it? Why did I write 100 there? See, this is why you need to label stuff, because then you start forgetting. Oh, that's assumed 100% efficiency, that's right. So, because Franz the Fixer, how would I mathematically exclude him from based on how many guys there were? Because if it is a percentage for an individual in which you just do it, well, he increases it by, well, 100%, particularly 150%. Because of his ability, that's assuming your regular guys are... Because if your regular guys already have all the 5 stuff, then it's just increasing it by 100%. But if they were all like that, then it would be 150%, because 100 plus 50 on top. How do we calculate this? Unless we just assume he's just one extra worker. But then we have to assume it without any skills. But then we still have to assume how many other workers. It doesn't matter because isn't this reliant on one worker as well? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's assume one worker for friends or whatnot. So then having him would double productivity, wouldn't it? You'd go from 100% and then he'd just increase by 100%. So then you'd be going twice as fast. No, it does. It comes down to the guys, because with the nectar bonus, the scrolls are independent of how many people there are. But the nectar bonus would, if you had heaps of guys, if you had 10 guys, then that would probably be better than the Franz. I think it's even, whereas if you had one guy. So then I guess we can calculate. I don't know how we got away with calculating the nectar independent of how many people there are. Because the percentages wouldn't change. No, but it would, the total, if I'm counting it as total points. Because then would that be for a given worker? And then for every worker, you'd then add, boom, so that's for a single worker. Yeah, let's just, I think that should be okay to calculate. So, basically, well, we'll just count him like another worker. So he literally just uses the same calculations above. So he's like, boom. Well, so yeah, it's like, let's just assume, literally we're just hiring another worker with no special skills. And then we'll do it with special skills to see if that makes a difference. And then we'll do it depending based on... I'm assuming he doesn't make everyone else better. So that... And then we've just got that again, so it just doubles that, doesn't it? That doesn't seem right. Well, I guess it does. It would make it 200% more effective, wouldn't it? Ah, but then it would come down to percentages, which because he would then be 200% more effective. But the village as a whole would be 150% better off because the other guy's still there. Just like they still keep doing their other work. Oh, would it be double? No, it would be double because there's the second guy. So what do we base that off? Off the... Yeah, which is then doubled in this case. Because that then just, a given worker increases by that percentage. Whereas this here is assuming that there's literally double. Because then, yeah, so then that would become 400%. That'd be really high. See, I haven't labeled this stuff correctly. 4,800. Which then we go like that. Because this is assuming you have 2 workers, which you do. So, and then we drop that to a percentage. We don't drop it. And then what do I do with that? -1 equals that -1. Maybe if I had minus the 1 before, then that wouldn't. But that relies on that. So that'd be super high if I didn't -1. I'm not sure. I'll give that a miss. -1, -1. 100%, and then 70. Oh, why did I wait? Why did I base it on that? Why did I base it on that? I think it's the same though, isn't it? 70 days worth of that. I think that's correct because it costs 200. It lasts the same amount of time. It lasts the same amount of time, doesn't it? Which is a total of 70 days. Yes, we established that. Although that's used over a slower period of time, isn't it? But the total time, it's 70 days, yes. So that is then the same. Okay, so then we will allow that, even though I shouldn't have technically clicked that. So then that equals, well, that equals that. And then equals that times that. And then percentage that. 7,000% increase. What? That can't be. I was doing so well, and now it seems like that's not right. Well, but it is true, because all it's saying is over the course of 70 days, having 1 extra worker, you'd get 7,000 extra points worth of stuff done. Whereas that, sure, it gives it makes it more effective for it. So yeah, hence then if you said in this case, if you had 10 workers, then you'd go equals that times 10, which would equal 9,000. So that one would be more effective depending on the workers. And this here, the percentage would decrease, but then is that putting the dependency on how many workers there are? Because that there is the total. Well, because that's based on that minus that divided by that. But if you, for example, had that times... Oh, that's double. So then, yeah, if you times that by, is it 9? No, times it by 5 would equal 10 workers. Or might equal 9, about that. Oh, there we go, equals that. What's 63,000? What? Blue divided by red. Blue divided by red, yeah. Does that drop that? Oh wait, how's that increase it? That shouldn't increase it. Or should I be dividing it the other way around? goodness gracious me. Because I'm pretty sure that one's right. That's the difference. So that's what you start with. And that's then what you've got. Oh, no, this one would increase, wouldn't it? Yeah, that one would increase. So then rather than... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so then that would... You get to 24,000. Ah, so there we go. That's... why does it become a negative? Ooh, should I not have been minusing that over there? 20%. No. So if you had 10 workers, then you'd still get a 20% increase. Oh, maybe we shouldn't minus the one off here. $70 days worth of that. That would make that just phenomenally better, like 10 times better. No, but that wouldn't be right, would it? Would it? My goodness. Just gonna have a look at you at the chat. 0 watching. There's a couple there. Okay, there we go. Ashes, welcome to the stream. You have more than 10 videos of the word. Oh, really? Ah, there we go. Thank you for looking it up. Looks like 13. Insane. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Yeah, I'm lost as well then. I was going strong and then it's just... 114% increase. Divided by 100, would it not be? Would it not be? Because if you have a 100% increase, that means it's doubled. Should we have then stopped it way back here? I was running at 114% out of 100%. So then it's out of 100%. So you can just divide it by 100. So it's not 100, it's not, yeah. So I guess at that point, if we stop it off, then... that's not what I wanted to do. I'll just go -1. -1. Boom. There we go, and then that corrects all those. And then that... -1, except it doesn't work here, and I don't know why it doesn't work here. Why would that be negative? Is it because this number... That number's greater than that number? Yeah, I think that's the issue. And it should be that way. Because that is the total new productivity versus the old productivity. So, this is the addition. No, yeah. That's the original. So this is the difference in productivity now. Oh, so then it should really be not just one dude versus that. It should be that minus one dude, and he adds 2,400. So then if you had 10 guys, so if you had 2 guys, then it's 2,400, right? But if you... And you don't minus that again. So that's if you had a second guy, he does that for you. But if you add in lots of guys, that's the difference. But then if you add in lots of guys, that then, let's say, becomes times 10. Then we'll just go equals 2,400 times 10. 24,000. And then this equals that minus that. There we go. And then the percentage now would be minus 10. No, and then these two are the opposite way around. Boom. Boom. And it would be like shoo. 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 11% equals that. 778%. So the percent, but that's only because we're assuming these list guys. Whereas if we make it equal that, then the percentage increase is way bigger. But so what are we then trying to calculate? The total progress or the percentage increase? Because that there is the total progress. It's 8.1 days. That's just mathematics. 8.1 days simplified. Don't even need to convert it into a percentage. So then we could try and, rather than do it all in percentages, which is making me confused, do it in terms of actual numerical days. I mean, this here is what I would, this is what I did like one of the days that I got really passionate about the game. And it takes a while to calculate all these things out properly. And this is sort of more advanced than I'd normally like to do. But also, no, I'm enjoying this challenge. 70 days worth of 14% extra productivity. At the end of it, you'd have 14 times that saved. But that's still a percentage. Well, you could say you don't have to have it. We don't know. We don't need to do minutes. We don't need to do. We can do it in minutes. So, but that's not saved. That's. Oh no, it is a direct correlation of save time, because that's our minute worth. So we don't actually need to go into percentages. Wait, because. Why are we doing it in percentages when actually we can just go equals that minus that, bam, and then get rid of the percentage, change to general. 303 minutes saved, of which that then which then becomes that, and then that becomes that, but it's not a percentage, it is a number, generic, and then that is how many minutes, which if we go equals that slash 60 equals, and I'm hoping that I get a similar percentage difference answer, that equals 24, 16 days. Which is saying that it's twice as productive. Exactly twice. That's not, because I got 120% increase, and now it's saying it's double, which is 200% increase. 303, that's how many minutes every day on me of extra boost. That makes sense. That does make sense. Times by 70 days equals, that's how many minutes you've got. Divided by that, that's how many hours you've got. And that's how many days worth you've saved. 16.2. Which is not the same that I was getting before. $16.2 days worth. That's for the nectar. And for every additional dude, or is that assuming the whole village is working on it? So the 313 minutes additional is per person. standardized. 333 minutes worth of productivity, and every additional worker would output that. So 16.2 days worth for every additional worker. Then how come I came up with a percentage of like 800? A weird like 800%. That dash that. Which said it was 14% faster, which is true. Equals that times that. Translates as a percentage. But that would never be double that. Could I do -1 or... Oh, but that's over time. That's 13% faster. Ten times, but never be double. Even if you divide it by 1. $70 days of 14% increase in productivity. I'm going to do a Clash Quest attack now. You're adding together each person. And welcome to the stream, Ultimate Sim. Hello, hello. Why at that time in the morning my brain would be mush. Boom. Okay, so we'll go Chow. Ah, that's really annoying to... Not too sure. Last chance to play League. Yeah, let's quickly do it. It's technically got the other one still in the system, so we'll disconnect that one. Oh, it's... Boom. Fire up that. Hopefully we have enough time. 15 minutes, I think. We'll just do these attacks. We've been wasting... Yeah, 40 minutes. Go, go, go. We're ranked 2nd. Let's get a crushing win. I did a stellar attack yesterday. I got 7. I would love to do this as a separate stream. I'm going to go to bed after. Yeah. I'm not going to do a Clash Quest stream. I should have. I was more organised and all that. Yeah. Okay. So weak at this point. I like it. It's a bad... Off to a bad start. A messy mix of them. I don't want them attacking that one that's going to die anyway. Whoa. So weak those towns. You end up using 2 anyway. Oh, it didn't even die. Now we haven't got the wizards to clear that. Oh, good options, good options. Oh, gonna take out them. Well, that's not cool. Not cool at all, mate. Survive? He survives! guess I could do that. So wasteful. But otherwise we just can't. Yeah, this is a not good attack. Otherwise we can't get them out, and then. Yeah, man, yesterday's attack I was on par. Today it's not on par. As I go to sleep tonight, I'll think about that. Oh no, that's a terrible spot. This is really annoying. Yeah, let's go. Schmack. Oh, yeah. Should have thought that through. Oh, 4 of them, or a heap of them. Let's just do it so then we can blast through those. Yeah, I mean, it's so a pain when you do like a stellar attack now and then, but then it's like, oh, that one's not on video. Oh, and you can go back then. Still gonna kill him. Okay, that's okay. Oh, let's go. And none wasted, I love that. Sometimes there's something I'm like, and then I don't I reckon, oh, but then I could do those together. Ooh, together. We can take a higher. Still got one of them. Oh, for all of them, wow, these options. Such a good attack spot in there though. I'll go there. Blast them here. Oh no, but I could just get these guys to do that. That's pretty good. Let's do that. 2 more rockets, sure. 3 of them. I guess I better do that then. 4 Or I could have just done that and that, which would have made more sense. I'm still good at this game. That. Can't get it with that, so. I could get it with these though, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, the whole time. Boom, boom. 7 of them. Yes. Perfect. Oh, this is kind of. I guess I. Oh yeah, I might as well do. Unless I did that. Oh, I could do that. Ooh, or that. I'm gonna do that. Do they always go to a different lane? You mean that leaves those ones? Yes, let's do that. Yeah, I so wish I did stellar attack yesterday. Well, that's a yeah. That would waste that one. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to use that one. Don't think that's gonna go to the right spot. Yeah. Sadly, that's it. We got pretty far though. Lucky stream, just no red knight. Boom, boom. Look at all my coins. Rank 1, let's go. Dominating. I only got left 2 last time. Yeah, and then hopefully we'll boost our way up each time. Sometimes it's getting you 500 once. So I use just I can do this attack because then we get that. But then I'll use the rest on those other things. Jeopardy. Oh, that's some nice attack spots in there. Blasting all these guys. Oh. Hurt. Yeah, there's always spots for that. Yes, goblin versus goblin. They've turned against themselves. Go. Hey, we're gonna pass it. There we go. Get some more dosh. And then I'll have to do a... When I actually do it, which I'll do it hopefully tomorrow, then I'll do a whole heap of upgrading with all those coins. But for now, we're just going through and we're just using the boat to just... There we go. There we go. There we go. And I keep thinking, oh, I'll leave some, but then it ends up overfilling all the time. It's like, well, I might stream it. But, yeah, it's like, well, it will... Not me, will I stream before 4 PM? And it's like, well, probably, but then, I mean, not doing that. Yeah. Okay, there we go, that'll do for now. How's the leaderboard going? What's the leaderboard like up there? For Trimax, who's now beating the Huntsman. Trimax. He's going for it. Some top players up there. Oh, I feel so sad for MKS. Trying so hard. And look at all those level 7 troops as well. If you're like, well, at least I'm in the league, but it's kind of sad. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Boom. No, not this again. Ah. But what is that arbitrary number showing? The increase in what? The theoretical percentage increase of, well, what is it? That's including, you have to divide that though. Because that includes just the regular, which, oh, unless you assume 100's a normal. No, but you don't minus off 100 though. But isn't that is included in the 100? That's a percentage. I guess so then if you minus 1 from there, then it becomes 900% again. Which is what I got before. So it gives you a bonus of 972%, but then that's not what this is saying. This is saying it's giving you a 200% bonus. Saying it gives you twice as much of that. Whereas that is claiming... Oh no, but this is the percentage increase. Is that just... that's not comparable like that. Because that's just... You can't just turn that into a percentage. That's, oh no, that's days saved. No, but then if I turn that into a percentage... Yeah, no, so that's... Okay, there we go. There's where I've gone wrong. Because that there is just days saved. It's compared to nothing. So just turning that into a percentage doesn't mean anything. Whereas this here is the percentage... something different. It's like percentage of value increase on your existing, which relies on the existing, whereas this here does not rely on the existing. And thus it's just like, yeah, so then, okay, so this is 200% better. So this is twice as good. So that number definitely can get rid of that now. So yeah, that one there. So to get it via the nectar, that's twice as good because you get 16.2 days worth of saved time and energy, whereas that there you only get 8.1 days saved. So this here is twice as valuable. And does that include everything though? That's just time saved. No, and so for every additional guy, you can get it even way more efficient. And then what was I trying to do over here? I was trying to say, oh, depending on how many guys you have, how valuable... Yeah, no, so I have to stick to time saved. Otherwise, these other percentages which rely on other things are just arbitrary. Because that there, I haven't calculated the original percentage of how fast they do it. So it has to be on time saved. So that would save, so for $89.99, you'd save 8.1 days. Whereas this year, you'd save 16.2 days. Which now, myself thinking about it, that doesn't actually seem that worth it. Oh no, but that's per one worker. Because I was like, yeah, so am I really gonna pay $90 to save 2 weeks worth of thing? But then if you have 6 workers, for example, times 6, then suddenly you're saving 90. So you're saving like 3 months worth of, which is huge. Like saving 2 weeks for $90. Like, well, that's pretty pricey. You're paying just over 2 weeks. You're paying $45 to save a week's worth of progress. But suddenly, if it's like, so yeah, that works out at just under $1 a day. But you're saving a day's worth of progress per dollar. Yo. So that's way more worth it. So for $1, you save an entire day's worth of progress, which is huge. So then you can catch up super fast. Because what was the other thing that was $10 per what? It was... Oh, yeah, it was $10 per day. So yeah, okay, so then that there would be over 10 times more efficient. So this way, if you do it via the scrolls, it's costing you $10 a day to say. Oh no, but that doesn't even save a day, because that's only for that thing, isn't it? Oh no, but it's still day powers saved. Oh no, but then this here is accounting for it because it's all of them. Yeah, so for this year it's $10 per day you want to catch up. Whereas this year it is less than $1 per day for a day's worth of progress, assuming you had 6 workers. And if you have 9 workers, which you eventually end up with, suddenly it's 145 days worth. So you're basically, for 50 cents a day, not quite 50 cents a day, but for maybe 70 cents a day, you're then saving an entire 1 day's worth of progress in the game, which is so worth it. Like, if you paid then $365 to get a year's worth of progress in Clash of Clans, that would be like, whoa. But yeah, so that's super valuable. And so then this Frank guy, how many days, so far it feels like, we've hit the nail on the head. We've actually got some, I think, this is assuming I'm right on this and that, and in which case then that is viable. It's like, yeah, okay, paying $90 to save 3 months worth of playing the game. That's actually sounding very viable. Whereas if you're paying $90 to save 2 weeks, it's like, or 1 week, it's like, nah, that's not very viable. That's a lot of money. That's $10 per week. So no, $10 per day. $10 per day worth of, so $10 to catch up 1 day. Whereas this year is less than $1 with my 6 workers, and as I get a 7th and 8th, it would be even more efficient. Okay, so I think that's correct. Now for this thing here, we're not doing percentages, we're solely doing time bonus. So that there is saving, so that's giving them 330 per day, and which is in times 70 days. And my guy, so this guy would give them 2,400, which is about 8 workers worth. So you don't even need all that. Oh, because that's minus that, but the reality is, whatever it is, it would always equal, he would always equal 2,400, right? And ditch the percentage, change that to that. So he'd always equal, so it'd be 2,400 extra per day he is hired, correct. And, because I've just gone down, I did go down the percentage line as well. Minus, why did I do minus that? I don't know why I did that. Anyway, so then 2,400, which is in times 70 days, minutes worth saved. That seems much more efficient than that. No, but that's per 1 worker. So then it comes down to how many workers you got. Yeah, because 30% a day, getting them boosted for that much a day versus having an entire whole new worker for the whole day. Yeah, then okay, that starts to become interesting. I think I'm getting this now. Times that. Boom. Well, and let's do that. Boom, and let's change that to a general number. So it's saying, and that's minutes, and then we go to equals that divided by 60 equals that divided by 24. So that's saying it's 116 days worth, and then we'll just move that here, and then so that's for 1 worker. I guess I can move all this down a bit. I think this is correct. It might be totally off. That's for 9 workers. So then we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there we go. Equal that times that. Boom. And then we're going to drop that to that. And then we're going to go shaboom. Oh. Is that? Day save 3. No, why is that gone exponential? Oh, because it's not saving. No, and so that needs to... Okay, this here, and then we need it. Oh, oops, no. Now that's fine. But then the rest need to be like that. So then the dollars... And I mean, and the thing is, do I trust my calculations? Well, if I made a purchase, I would do based on what I have calculated. There's 116. Boom, boom, boom. That's including no special abilities other than just the extra manpowers, because that's getting you 214. You're saving yourself. Oh wait, are you saving yourself that much time? Yeah, you are. You're saving yourself 2,000. I just times that to make it... Oh, that's based on the percentage still, though. Oh, but that one isn't, is it? Yes, it is. Times 60 minutes. Times 60 minutes. Because that's assuming it's a percentage. I can somehow get rid of it from being a percentage and work out. No, but that's how many hours there are, so that's correct, because so for that many hours they will work. Yeah, but then it's saying it's at 100%. And so this is why lecturers publish the final copy. After they've actually gone through multiple times, it continually figured out more and more and more mistakes. $200% for 3 hours of the day. As the ratio, that would be the accurate ratio of what. That would still be correct in terms of the ratio of work, but the amount of total minutes worth, 200. I shouldn't, because that's percentage, but I should do it as a number. Because you do it times 2. You know, maybe that would still be okay. We went bam bam. Bam bam. Bam bam. Three minutes. Oh no, that's minutes, but then you'd have to times it because that's hours. So I guess you times it at this point. Bed mass times 60. Now we got different numbers yet again. So one worker. Which that was like 785% or something. I'm gonna have to, man. I'm not gonna get this done tonight. Flip. It's almost 4. Oh my goodness gracious me. Be minutes. Hours. Get 6 hours worth of time done. Versus the normal. Which would indeed be Yeah, so then that would be the additional hours worth of time that they've saved. In this case, it would be minutes, but in times to hours. 70. Well, yeah, because wait, if they wouldn't be saving 1,000 hours per day. Why is that so high? Oh, that's minutes. Oh, but we could change this calculation here. So it's 27. Ah, so then it's saying it saves them 3 hours per day. And 3 hours per day. Which that would be correct, would it not? Yes, that would be correct. And so then if you save 3 hours per day, wouldn't that then be 233 hours per in total? $233 hours in total. Ah, yes, and then divided that by, oh yeah, so oops, go equal, divided by 24, which comes to 9 days, which actually seems, oh, but then why is that? Oh, maybe I shouldn't be. That's up to, so that's minutes again. And then that's taking it down to hours. Oh, and then that's minutes divided by hours. 31. What? Let's just get rid of all of these things, so then it just goes back to saying, so it's saying you'd save 3 hours a day, 233 minutes a day, divided by 60. 3 hours. Oh, because it's decimal. Yeah, true. Wait, is that days though? Or is that hours? Days. What are we trying to calculate with that first point? Is how much you'd save per day. But then this here is where, so you'd save 3 hours per day, so then that should be 233 per day. Yeah, so then that there would be, you'd save, oh, you'd save 3 hours, so this is all in hours. 233 hours over the course of 70 days. Should we divide that by 24? 9, which was that percentage that we got. Yeah. So it wasn't arbitrary. $9 days worth would save if we had one guy. Because it'd save 3 hours a day. Whereas arguably this guy would save 24 hours a day. I mean, yeah, he would, because he's a whole new guy. So, but then he doesn't get the bonus for the other guys, but what about the other guy? So then it's saying it would save 60. So in that case, it would be better to get him. Well, because what percentage? No, but it's a 200% increase. Oh, but it's only for 3 hours. So then it only saves that amount of time, 3 hours per worker. And thus, you'd need 24 divided by the 3.33 to exceed that. Like 11? Oh, 7, what? No, that shouldn't be the interception point. It should be... at about 12 workers. Why 12? Because you're saving 3 hours. Oh yeah, because you'd say... Yeah, but then 7.2, why wouldn't that equal it? 7.2 should equal... Save, because... Oh no, this is saying you're saving 240 minutes. Oh, so this is still in minutes. So we need to go back. So we save 24 hours. Get rid of that. Yeah, that, and then divide that by 70. Ah, yeah, there we go. Ah, that actually seems about right. So 7.2 workers. So if you had the 7 workers... If you had 7 workers, it would be basically the same, and I'm just under that. So then it's saying this would save... So that would save 10 days worth. So I'm at 6 works, so then it would save 60. So it's not quite that, but it's still... So yeah, and then if we get to that many workers, if we get to 10 workers, then that would be 10 times more effective than the scrolls. And that's for 70 days, either that or that. So they're actually pretty similar. So I guess he's an entire whole new worker, and he's a more efficient worker. So even though it's like, whoa, but you get to boost all the other dudes, it's like, yeah, but only for a tiny bit per day. Well, for 200 minutes a day, which is 3.33 hours. How did I defer? Well, that one must have been the 200, yeah. Which then somehow translates straight back. Oh, I mean, it makes sense because it doubles it, because you just halve the... It's just that much, and then you double that, and then that's the time you saved in that time, which is 3.33 hours. So therefore, the most effective way, it depends on how many workers you have. So for most people, it would be about equally efficient to either have all of them working that much faster, or and then I think it's like, have I finally got everything? Have I finally thought of everything? Or am I still missing something? But that 9.72, yeah, so 972% more effective, which is true. So you're saving that much time. I can't believe that I actually was spot on right at the start. But then, so that means that that wouldn't be comparable to timesing that by the days saved. But then that's not compared to... But that's just that's because it's just pure calculation. So then it is the same. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm thinking that this is looking. I'm thinking that this is. So I just there you go. Fran's days saved. I'm thinking that this is good enough for me. I'm currently comfortable. There we go. Villages days. So we'll just go nectar. Nectar days saved. And depending on the villages from 1 to 9 as to how many days worth you would save, which makes sense because if you have an extra worker and then they get to save 3 hours, then for every worker you get to save an extra 3 hours. You get to save 3.33 hours times the 70 days that you do it, which equals 233 hours worth per worker. Pardon me. So that actually, yeah. So in which case I could either do Fran's or that, and they're actually very similar. But the scrolls are definitely not as efficient. Even with 1 worker on boost, it would still be more effective. Although, but then it's a saying, it is true that it would be far more inconvenient to have to buy all those nectars and to boost in and watch. Oh, I don't think it would actually. But then, no, actually, so I think friends would be better because then you'd still be used to all the times that the other guys take anyway. Because you don't want them too short because then it becomes inefficient if you can't, if they finish the task too quickly. So actually, I think friends would actually be the way to go. Because they'd still be both good options, but then friends would it'd be his own thing independently of them. Plus, he has the 50% skill in all the trades, so then he can do anything much quicker. But he's just, but you know, only have to manage one extra guy without all the other times being all messed up and weird. Okay, I'm actually happy with that. That's an actually nice conclusion rather than, oh, this is so awful. I never figured it out. I'm so confused. I'm useless at this. It's like, no, I am actually happy and confident that I at least got somewhere with that, and I'm think, as far as I can tell so far, that seems legit. And then I can like think about it and check it tomorrow. And then what I can do to make sure, then I sometimes do this, is I don't look at what I've already calculated. I don't do what I've calculated. I mean, and sometimes you then remember what you did, but then you just do it again. You're like, okay, see if you can get the same number. So here's the original numbers. Or you could even calculate it a different way to see it. Like I did the percentage way and the other way, and then it ended up. I was like, that is the same result. But you can do it a different way, and then it's like, so if you did it like that, oh yeah, actually it saves the same amount of time. And then you're like, okay, that's good that I got the same answer. Other times referencing research time, and how much time would you say you put into the game? Actual playing time. Probably. I probably would say. If I sort of got a bit more familiar with the game, you could maybe an hour per day. An hour per day is a nice calculation. It might be sometimes slightly less. It might be up to 2 hours, but an hour's a nice easy number to work with, and it would legitimately be. At the moment, it is an hour or less. I'd say about an hour. No, yeah, I'd say an hour at the moment. Yeah, an hour. So then. But the thing is, and that hour is just on, off, and different points in that. So it is effectively like I'm playing the game for the whole day. Oh no, actually it's not. Because it depends. It depends on because if you're micromanaging and constantly getting them to do the Raspberry tasks and all these other minor tasks. Oh no, but then even so, often it ends up leading to them being on longer tasks. Because yeah, then that would kind of excluding that little bit, which would then make it that would make it more than an hour a day. You could say for 1 hour a day, you can keep your farm running at basically full efficiency. So it's like you're playing the whole day effectively. Although that said, no, but it is true because if you had a way that you could sell off raspberries or whatnot, and they were respawning real fast, you'd then just always be doing raspberries. It's kind of like Heyday. It's like this, you might, if you were serious about it, like super serious about progressing, you just wait every day, all day. But in this game, the reality is you can't just collect raspberries all day. A, because they won't respawn, and B, because once you've got the max, and then B, you'll hit the limit real fast, and and C, you can't get rid of them. So actually it forces you to create the things even that aren't as efficient. Whereas in Heyday you can just do weeding all day and it's super efficient and you just keep doing that non-stop, and as long as you... So for every additional hour you put into Heyday you get huge amounts of return. You get equal amounts of returns really. Not exactly equal because of the other things, but very similar to equal returns. Whereas in this game it's nowhere near equal. It's massively diminishing. So the first hour you put in, you'd get like huge benefit for the day. The second hour, well, you'd get a little bit more. So you might like, let's say working for an hour a day, you can hit, well then technically it wouldn't be 100% efficiency. Let's say you get, I don't know, let's an arbitrary number of 10. So you 10 of that. And then if you put, so you get your 10 value points or whatnot. Then if you put in a second hour, you might get, let's say, 2 more value points in that. The third hour might be 1 more value point. I don't know this exactly how it works. And then beyond that, it just isn't any more efficient. And because this game doesn't really allow you to sort of just micro in on something and just do it heaps and heaps and sell it off. Because unless it's ordered, you can't sell it off. In which case, my point is that then playing this game for hours and hours and hours doesn't make sense. Generally, I mean, the other lady said that she was, so there would be some micro level which you could, and they can easily make a big game change that would allow it to be, it wouldn't even have to be a big one. It could just be that you can sell unlimited of a certain item that you can micro take ages, like fast, but you have to constantly like very focus heavy, resources heavy, mentally there. But at the moment, you can just sort of play it, and you don't really lose that much efficiency. Even if because if you have too many resources of all the short ones, you have to put them on long ones anyway, which is currently the case for me, and so I'm losing no efficiency. In the sense that, I mean, other than the fact I could join a different hood and be selling those things. But given the fact I'm in this hood and can only sometimes get rid of stuff, then I'm hitting maximum efficiency as it is. With only playing, like, potentially an hour a day, 2 hours a day. But yeah, and so then it's this game's it's good in a way. So how much time would you say? How did I get onto that? What are we up to here? Welcome to the stream, Arnav. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We've been doing some calculations for a game. Did we even put the guys onto the right tasks? No, we got real distracted, I should really do that. Hey, I could play constantly. Yeah, so in this game, well, I don't know where I was going with that. But as in, yeah, the diminishing sort of return. So you can play for an hour, and you're actually hitting basically maximum efficiency. So, yeah. And then it's like you're playing for the whole day anyway. In which case, then you could make the argument that for every day you're saving via buying all that nectar, you're only saving an hour worth of time. Because if you're saving 24 hours worth of time, it's like, my goodness, go for it. But you're only then saving an hour worth of time. So then you're paying $1 per hour saved. That's alright. That's not bad for progressing in video games, I don't think. I think that's a pretty reasonable rate, to be fair. $1 per hour saved. So if you worked at like a minimum wage job. Well, then that makes so much sense. Because it's like, well, as in if you worked for a minimum wage job and you got $20 an hour or whatnot, that New Zealand's got a very high minimum wage, then that's literally 20 days worth of progress, 3 weeks worth of progress from just 1 hour of work, and in the days. It's not like using your entire day's wage on just that. It's like literally 1 hour worth, and that will just progress me 3 weeks worth in the game. So then it would be efficient. So good game, yeah. Heyday's a good game for busy people. Oh no, yeah, as in, yeah, no, yeah. This game is good for busy. It's true. Yeah, if you know what you're doing and you're efficient and not mucking around over which one should I put it on, and that, yeah, it is indeed. It's a great game for that. But I feel like they'll end up changing that because then they'll realize, oh, actually, if we make this, then people will spend more time, which is true. But yeah, and then you have the thing where, yeah, people then spend a lot of time to the point that it's unhealthy in some cases. Okay, so let's come back here. Wow, that's inefficient. No, they all died. Oh, they didn't die, but... Oh, that was silly. Okay, there we go. That's so annoying. So, you go there, and we will just exchange some eggs. That will get them all gone for a little while. Cool. Now, what are all your tasks? Oh, you hadn't even... Oh, that was so silly of me. Okay, anyway. We'll come over here, and... So probably someone's taken it by now, let's be real. Shipwreck. No one's taken it, but oh yeah, he did. Oh, okay, I'll get that one then. Well, is it sort of a polite thing that you don't? No, Swan's taken too. Okay, so you're researching, definitely not. You're on that, so not. You're on that. We'll get you. You're not needed there. And the bricks, to be fair, we probably don't need you on that either, unless the building required bricks and you then ran out. No, you're not going to run out. Okay, in that case, we'll put you on. Sugar is taken. Fish is taken. Could put you on wheat. Yeah, wheat is actually a reasonable option. Lavender, no. Oh, it's not lavender, indigo, whatever. These aren't done, they take ages. Okay. Oh, it's salt fields. 6 hours. Oh, they're both 6 hours. So the cotton, definitely cotton. Cotton's 7 hours, good. Cool. And you go on that, Mike. Bam. Those are the 3. Oh no, how long will that building take to finish? Maybe we don't want him on that building. 2 hours, nah, we'll put him on some wheat. Bam. You on there. In which case, we don't even really need Liam. I don't know how much food they consume. Go free up a bit more of that because that's getting capped out. Okay, and then those guys are all happily working away for plenty of time. So in 1 hour that will be full anyway. It's wasteful having just time in the village. Get some more guys in here. That one. And then buy in classic old Franz. We got you sussed. We got you figured, Franz. We know your value. Okay, so that is going to wrap up the stream, and then there'll be the outro, which will take a while. And yeah, there we go. Cheaper than a movie, though. This is true. That's true. Or a restaurant meal. Indeed. Putting them to work, which is what I must do after the stream. So yeah, thank you to everyone that's part of it. Thank you to Lynn for moderating. Thank you to SuperSight with the headset and the camera. Thank you to Osman for the game. Thank you to 360 Marine for the reflection of the screen. I'm not getting this right. To SMG Studio for the background, to 24times.com for the time below, to OBS for the free streaming software, to Restream.io for allowing me to stream on all the different platforms, to Twitch, Nimo TV, Trovo, YouTube, Afrika TV, Mob Crush, and DLive for allowing me to stream on your platforms. Ka-chow. Ka-chow, ka-chow. Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow. Ka-chigga. Boom, boom, and Queen. It was Queen. No, was it Queen? Blue one called Queen? I'm not sure. Here we go. Working hard or hardly working. No, that was classic. Classic. One of my relief well, no, study teachers used to use that. Even had a meme on the wall saying that. So, you know it's official when they got a meme on the wall. Boom. Thank you to Lynn, to ValKP, to FaceCast, to Josh Winder, to Calvinitz, to Peter, to Lynn Stillwell, and to Lynn Stillwell for a third time for being members of my channel. Thank you for being a subscriber on Trovo, Lynn. Thank you for that. And oh, thank you, Rockala, for the birthday cake. Thank you. Earlier this stream, and to Pesca for 20 as well. Boom. Go like that, and go like like that. Boom. So thank you to Pescala and Rockala and Lynn for all being part of the Trovo gang, and that Trovo actually worked today. Let's go. And to everyone who was part of the stream, and for the 8 likes. Yeah, it shows there's just big hunks of the stream when no one was watching on YouTube. Yeah, just big patches. Well, not massive patches, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times during the YouTube stream there was no one watching. Including sometimes for about maybe like 2 minutes. See that big screen? Which one? The one in behind? And yeah, so thank you Lynn, and to Ashes, and to Brawl Star Lover, and to Arnav for being part of it, and to Lynn on Trovo, Lynn on DLive, Lynn on Twitch, to Rockala on Trovo, and to Pesk for 20 on Trovo. I don't see the chat, and then they leave, and then it's sad, because, yeah. To Pig on YouTube, and to Falcon Gamer on YouTube, and to Ultimate Sim on Twitch. It's unfortunate, not true. Yeah, so I guess it doesn't count it then. I guess it would say, well, nope, you didn't actually get it. It's like, well, I did. People were watching during that time. I don't know why you're not counting it, but see, there we go. Patch there, patch 1, patch 2, patch 3, patch 4, patch 5. And that's not just 1 minute. That's a few minutes. Potentially 3 or 4 minutes. Patch 6 and patch 7, that was just a boom. Like a minute or a second of none. So I don't know why there's just gaps of no one was watching supposedly for that whole time. For that time, and that time, and that time. It's like, what? Why does it do that? Thank you for the 8 likes, and yeah. Boom. So we peaked at 8 near the start, and then we just dropped off down to 1. And then, yeah. We're up 3 right now. Your big monitor screen. As in versus a laptop size screen. Like, or when I do this. Like that. See, like, even remarked on it. Boom. Okay, so I will then do a couple of screenshots. I'm gonna have popcorn, watch a fireside chat by Nancy Prager, like I did last night, and Bible reading, and head to bed. Boom. Tired. Got up at 7. Although I did sleep for a lot. It's been a great day. I've had a really good day. It's been a banger of a day. Those stats were from a while. No more. Snipping tool. Snip, snip. File. Save as. Bam, bam. My classic stream style. Quite unique, but there's a lot of things that are unique that are not good. As Bill Maher would say. You may have a voice, but we have ears. It was regarding singing, so like someone that's like wanting to sing. You may have a voice, but we've got ears. Or something like that. He said it in a way more eloquent way that was hilarious. But, yeah, the channel analytics. I stream somewhere, there we go. Anyway, the point being, the point of the joke being, just because you could stream means nothing. just there's a quote that sometimes I see on videos, like something about just because someone has a mouth, or just because someone has a tongue. No, just because someone has a mouth, or something like that, doesn't mean that they've got anything valuable to say. Or something like along those lines. As in, yeah. Just because I can stream doesn't, and just because I can do it uniquely doesn't mean a thing. That said, I think there's benefits to this style, but there's also downsides as well, and perhaps more downsides than upsides. But obviously, to me, more upsides than downsides, or I wouldn't do it. Still have a lot to do. Boom. Late New Zealand. Early, you could say. Late or early. Boom. Have I done all 3 screenshots? I think I have. Emerge. Pictures. Picture 1. Exhibit A. Picture 2. Exhibit B. Number 3. Oh, yeah, there's someone that said like they've done like a real anti-Karen post, and then someone's like, my mom's called Karen, and then they responded like, what did they respond? Exhibit A or something. It was funny. Good sense of humor. I love people with a good sense of humor, man. And yeah. I almost say I can't stand people that haven't got a good sense of humor. People that can't take a joke. That's so like, just take the joke, dude. Like seriously, it's funny. Well, it depends how they respond. Like, I mean, but they would almost always lead to that, because if they, for example, it's like, okay, fine, you don't laugh, but if everyone else has a good laugh, that's fine. But then it would almost always lead into them to believing, well, you're just mocking them and it's condescending, and hence they don't laugh and everyone else does. It's like, no, it's just like we do jokes. Sometimes it's about you, sometimes it's about me, sometimes it's about Larry. It's jokes. It's, yeah. But then, because otherwise, if they were fine to just have a joke about them and that, and then other people laugh or they don't find it funny, then it would be fine. But then that almost always lead into, well, you're just doing it because of this reason. It's like, no. But yeah, I don't know. Banter for the win. I'm going to take a joke, but I don't always get the joke. That's okay then, Two kinds of people where banter. Oh, I love a good bit of banter. Yeah, some classic jokes. Good jokes. Yeah, one of the people I was talking to today, I think they'd put down everything to ableism or whatnot. Or ableism, as in people that just say that people that haven't got autism are anti-autistic. And when... So basically, I don't know, it comes across as it's like, every time someone annoys them the slightest amount, it's because I'm autistic, isn't it? And it's like, no, it's not. And it's not a healthy way to live, thinking that every time someone does things that annoy you, which I'm not saying, that's not necessarily her position, but it quickly becomes that position and comes across as that position. If not for everything, but for a hang of a lot of things, it's like, it's because they're ableist, it's because they can't stand people with autism. It's like, no, it's really not because of that. I mean, in some cases, yes, it actually is, but yeah, like, yeah, this person was just seeing something where it just didn't exist. Anyway, there we go. Is it cold over there? It actually is quite cold, yeah. I noticed quite a lot of layers. Actually, it's a running joke which I like, that I'm fine with the joke, that I was just like, classic me with all my layers and that, because people just see me and they're like, dude, it's like the middle of summer and you're wearing like 3 layers. Sometimes I would wear 3 polyprops at school in summer. And yeah, but it genuinely is quite cold at the moment. I had the heat pump on before, and yeah, so it's 3 layers in that puffer jacket and a jersey and a shirt and skin. That's your largest living organ, I think. Yeah. Better than the jokes in Ricky's book. Oh, yes. Yes. Boom. It was actually maybe it wasn't yesterday. I think it was 2 days ago that I realized that actually dad joke. I always thought it was a genre of jokes. It's like, oh, it's people and people just don't like them and or whatnot. But then I'm like, no, actually, it's just like an insult of like, oh, that means it's an equivalent of the saying that it's a bad joke. That's what it means. But I didn't realize that. I thought it was just sort of a genre of, I don't know, just jokes that people get annoyed at. Just like sort of, oh, ASMR is a genre that people just get annoyed at. So it's like, oh, it's just another genre. There's not necessarily anything inherent about it. As in, no, not this. No, no, I think you know what I mean. It's everything as in things that are inherent about it, but it's, yeah, oh, it's like, it doesn't have anything, it's not like a, yeah, it's not the same, it's like, it's still the same as other things, but it's not like a whole separate category. Yeah, I love, oh, Jordan Peterson, I saw an Instagram video, and he's like, he was basically like, if you don't know where to go, don't aim for nothing, aim for something. And that, and he says, you know, even the something won't be the ideal, the perfect thing, but then as you move towards the something, because yeah, don't aim for nothing, aim for something. So then as you move towards the something, then you realize, oh, actually, that is, and then you realize where you're not right on and where you are right on in that, and then you can keep just adjusting. I thought, that's brilliant advice. I like that. So I gave it a like. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Skin is the largest body organ. Yes. Isn't that what I said? Oh, so you're saying skin is it? Right, yeah, there we go. I just read it in the wrong tone. It's like, skin is. It's like, oh, okay, my bad. It's like, no, skin is. Oh, yeah, anyway, boom. Yeah, so dad jokes means like, I didn't know that till like literally 2 days ago. I was just thinking, I was like, they mean it as in it's a bad joke. Maybe it was just after I watched that stream. Although, did I watch that stream today? No. No, I was there a couple of days ago. I think it was right after that stream that I finally realized it. Here you go, you can always correct your course. Indeed. Boom. Boom, boom. So that is going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It has been good, and I don't know. I mean, I've been fine with it. I mean, the thing is, I don't know, because it almost feels like to the point where it's like, someone could literally just be streaming their work, like in effect, because that's what I could have done in that time. And back in the day, I'm not sure what day. I can actually find what day. I basically spent most of the day just doing this kind of stuff, and then thinking, oh, I could have actually streamed that. Just because you could stream something doesn't mean you should, but effectively someone could just be streaming their work. They could be a checkout person, and then it's just like, this is a so I can figure out, because it was, where was it? Valleys. There we go. So it was the date was the 12th of November, and I spent, so in the Discord server and then the Excel flip, I'd spent an hour in the Discord server, and then I spent, so minus that, then I spent 4.5 hours doing the Valley stuff. Then I did, oh, so was I still doing YouTube then? No, I wasn't. No. And then I spent another hour. So then I had a phone call with my mum. Then I spent another hour doing it. Then I had dinner. Then I spent another 3.5 hours of doing it. And so I was just done at the end of it. But that's what I did. It's basically just doing this, which was, I was recording all the Valley stuff. Which, that was more tolling, because the more problem solving was that was just going through hood after hood after hood after hood after hood after hood after hood, typing in all the data, whereas this here was, yeah, different. It's like, in effect, I could just be streaming, like, I could be like an office job and just streaming that. So it kind of feels like that, because like, it's just like, you know, or streaming me answering comments, or streaming me uploading YouTube videos or whatnot. Yeah, stream yourself recording a video, which you then, and then stream yourself editing that video, and then stream yourself premiering that video, and then just say, and there's the video. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. So it's kind of, because I don't know, I'm more than happy to do this, but then at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, because most people, wouldn't want to watch the whole process of things. They just want the final information. But I mean, I guess it is interesting, perhaps, to watch the whole process of, actually, this doesn't just happen like bam. It's not just like, this is the most efficient, this is why, the second it comes out. It's like, no, actually, it takes in some cases hours to figure this stuff out. And I mean, yeah, to get it right and to know exactly how much it can take a long time. But yeah, 2 years till I'm in uni for me, and still don't have a clear idea of what to do. There's a lot of people like that. A lot of people. It applies. Boom. Nice, Arnev. Some of my kids were the same and changed part way through. Just be knocking out core courses. And then you have more flexibility. Boom. And so yeah, it's been good. And also Arnev, I would like to promote you to a moderator, because it's been awesome having you. You've been to many streams, and you've been awesome, acting mature, and yeah, acting yeah, just awesome. Just yourself, which is a good self. And so yeah, thank you for being part of the stream so many times, and thank you for your contributions in the chat. It's been good having you here, and there we go. You don't feel that you have any obligation whatsoever to actually come back to moderate and spend time moderating, but I mean, moderator kind of is. I've effectively made it just a token of thanks, it's just sort of like a token of appreciation. Not that then it's like, now you have to do all this extra stuff, because then I don't want it to be like that at all. I don't want you or anyone to feel like, oh, well, because the mod, then they have to actually spend time coming back to be a mod. That's not at all. It's just sort of, I mean, if they do, then fine, and you can just be a mod, which is totally fine, but also it's just sort of, you got the badge, so, yeah. Boom, more than a year later. It's been a while, but yeah, I don't appoint mods that often, actually, so, because as a percentage of my audience, it'd be less than 1%, it would probably be less than 0.1%, actually, even of my subs, it might be less than 0.1%, but yeah, thank you, Arnev, for being part of the streams. It's great to have you here, and yeah, I hope you guys, both you, Lynn, and both you, Arnev, both have a great, wonderful rest of your day. Final to watching the stream is one on Twitch, although is that me? I've got the thing there, but I'm not watching it, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's you, Lynn. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you, Lynn, for moderating. Thank you, Arnev, for being part of the streams. I end up with the extra stuff. What extra stuff? Wait, I'm just going to wait for the response before I close up the stream. And then, yeah. I'm looking forward to bedtime. I'm looking forward to bedtime. I'm looking forward to bedtime. I really should put them all on the rock and have them completing those tasks, or the brick and that. Me. Oh, it is you. There we go. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. Well, yeah. Thank you all for being part of the stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you, Arnev. Thank you, Lynn. I'm on Twitch. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I'll see you all next time. Good night, and God bless.